Welcome to the Figure Zone. Today I've got another Hot Toys 1/6 scale preview video. Here we have the Captain Marvel 1/6 scale MMS 575 Avengers Endgame figure. Now I got this particular figure from 16kit.com. Free shipping, awesome customer service, and a rewards program. Check out the link below in the description. The slipcover is very nice on this thing. Very glossy and shiny. Great artwork. Pull that thing off and you got the figure. And once you slide your figure out, this is pretty much what you get. You get the top clamshell, comes right off, and pretty much everything is included in the one tray. And you get some pretty cool accessories here. Let's check them out. And before you mess with your figure, I always advise to read the instruction manual. Sometimes they throw some stuff in there that you need to know. Sometimes they use a new body or do something different. This one shows you how to work the batteries, how far you can bend the figure, how all that fun stuff works. So definitely read that so you don't break your figure. Now you get a pretty cool stand. It's been coming with a lot of the Avengers figures here. You got different textures going there. You got some rough stuff and some sticky-ish feeling stuff on there. You got the cool flight pole. This one's a little bit bigger than the usual one, which is awesome. And you got the grabber with the little stuff in the inside there to keep your figure from sliding. Hopefully it doesn't do any damage. The other one didn't so far. And you get this cool beat up Hulk-sized gauntlet. So this looks very nice. Nothing moves on the fingers. There's a little black cap at the end there to prevent you from putting it on any one of your figure's hands. There's all kinds of electronics most likely in there. And you also get the batteries to go with that. Batteries to go with the arms. Now to get the light up feature, yank off the hand, turn that thing around, pop off the external plate, and there's your panel. So I like to use this little screwdriver here. It works out nice. It's got a bunch of different tips. Use what you like. This one just works very easy for me. Once you get the panel off, the best way I like to do with the batteries is take the first battery and just pop it in with your fingers. Then take the rest of the batteries, get the battery on the tweezer, and just have the battery hanging off like a lot, like 3/4 of it off. And pretty much as you push this thing in, use your thumb to help guide the battery in. And it usually works almost every single time. A lot of times you're doing these things and the batteries fly out and across the room. I dropped one earlier, and this seems to be the best way. So cool little trick. If you've been doing this for a while, maybe you got a cool way too. Let me know how you do it. This seems to work very well for me, and this is also great for beginners. Once you're done, pop on the panel, and this is it lit up in the daytime light. And here it is with no lights at all. Very cool. It's very bright. I'm totally digging on it. They didn't have to give this to us, but they did, so very awesome. Now you also got some sweet power-up accessories here. You can pop this thing right on a wrist peg, which is pretty cool. And you get one for the other side. And you also get these cool little power-up things that slide up the arm. So pop the wrist off, pop that thing on. And you also get some interchangeable gauntlets that are like a clearish, bluish color. So they're translucent, but it looks like they're like lit up with like power. So you can make a combination of these with these awesome freaking hands here you get too. And when the light goes through these things, they just glow fracking big time. The figure right now comes with fisted hands, so you get those. And you also get these cool hands right here, which look very nice. They're all metallic. The detail is really cool. Sorry for the weird coloration going on there with the iPhone. iPhone doesn't like taking video for some reason. Very strange. You get more cool hands here. Got to have a lot of hands. You don't get too many hands. I like a little bit more expressive hands, but these are pretty sweet. I'm totally digging on it. If you're enjoying my preview videos and my review videos, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. It helps out my channel big time. What that does is an algorithm is created in the Matrix, and this video gets shared with more people, the more interaction that happens. Also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of these awesome freaking 1/6 scale preview videos that I do. And some of these awesome 1/6 scale motherfracking cool figures. And this particular outfit is based off of Captain Marvel's Brie Larson character in the Avengers Endgame movie. I like this one. This looks very cool. I'm loving the gold colors, the blues and the reds. Not too big of a fan of the short hair look going on there. It looks pretty cool. A lot of people are digging on it. It was in the comics for a while too. She had the short hair going on too, but I'm really hoping one day we get an awesome modern style Avengers figure that looks like this one right here. This is really cool. This is what I would love the most. And here is Captain Marvel. And again, very cool. I think they did a really good job on the head sculpt. It looks pretty much just like her. She's got the Bieber hair going on there. And the eyes look really nice. It looks really cool. The suit is very freaking metallic. It's very, very awesome looking. Everything is all crazy shiny. You've got some little plasticky parts mixed in with different materials. The main suit itself feels like the Iron Spider kind of suit going on there. So it's kind of like, can you bend it? Maybe. Do you want to bend it? Probably not. But gauntlets are very cool. Interchangeable, of course. They're like a harder plastic. You got the cool little sash. It's like a rubbery plastic material. And the actual sash that hangs down is pretty much like a material. So be careful when you're manipulating the figure there and changing stuff. You don't pull those things out. Boots look very cool. You've got a harder piece gauntlet up top, and the bottom's got the split cut, and you got some tread on the bottom there. It's kind of slick, so it's not super sticky, so be careful when standing up your figure. But it looks very nice. I love the sash look on her. She usually always has the sash in the comics forever, so I'm glad they finally integrated that into the Marvel MCU area. So let's check out the articulation really quick. Now the neck is connected to the head, so it pegs into the inside body. So you got some front and back, and side to side you can go full Exorcist if you want here, which is pretty fracking cool. And arm-wise, just be careful, of course. You got to move those things around a little bit, move the material around with you a little bit. You can raise them up. I wouldn't push it any further. You got the double bend in the elbows, which is definitely a fracking must. Just move the material around a little bit so you're okay. Legs, I feel like I'm breaking this figure. Just moving the legs just a little bit. The material is so fracking tight. And pulling the leg back too, it's pretty much just like, it moves like a millimeter. So I do not like the knees. When you bend the knee, it feels like there's a sharp point in the knee area, and it feels really funky when you bend that knee trying to go double bend. So be really careful, especially putting it back, because I just don't trust that knee. That feels really sharp. It may rip the material if you bend that thing, so just be extremely careful and mindful of what you're doing with that. The feet move like I guess a little bit, but when you push down on the foot, sometimes the foot just completely pops off. You get some side to side, but there's not much articulation at all on the leg area. Again, going back, waist crunch doesn't exist. Side to side doesn't exist. So this is like a staction figure. Keep it in a nice pose. We're not bending it too much. And here's a quick comparison with both of the Captain Marvel figures that are out. The head sculpts almost look totally different. It looks like two different people going on there. That's just how much Hot Toys has evolved with their head sculpts over time. The outfits on both of these are still really cool. I'd love to get that sash and stick it on the first edition one. I love that costume on there, but it's missing the sash. You got to have the sash. So this is pretty much the differences there, so you can get an idea. Now, here's an idea of how the heads look there when you pop the head off. It pops off very easy. You got a basic ball peg inside of the body. When you pop this one off, you got that weird little peg piece because there's a light up feature in there, and there's a peg inside the actual head. So my original goal was to take this new body and use the old head on it because I prefer the longer hair look, but it just doesn't fit on there. Maybe if you rip out the actual neck piece and buy like a separate neck piece from like 16kit.com or go on eBay and scoop one up somewhere, and you can pretty much maybe insert that into the new body and into this head, or just pick up a brand new head. I've seen some cool 1/6 scale heads of her out there, so it'll sit on there. Maybe you can put some blue tack in there, but I love this look. This look is fracking awesome. This is what I want to go for. So I'm going to either get some blue tack or get another neck piece. I'll do a video on that too to show my progress. But you can't just right out of the package take them out and swap heads, unfortunately. Thanks, Hot Toys. And I'm sure they're doing that because they're going to make another figure eventually of her in a newer outfit, which is exactly the same as the new outfit that she's wearing now, but with the longer hair. So, again, now to get the batteries in the arms, just a quick little tutorial for beginners and people who have been doing this for a while. Just one of my tips. Prop the figure up, put some padding underneath the figure, put the figure on the side, and again, take the tweezers, guide it in, and use your thumb. You're good to go. The figure looks very cool. I'm totally digging on it. I do enjoy the look of that metallic shine going on. It looks very cool. The flight pole she gets also, this is a different one, is a little bit longer than the usual one you get, but it's in a different shape, so it takes a little bit more real estate, but you can also prop her up in the air just a little bit more, which is cool. Again, the grips are kind of iffy. They grip, but she tends to slide down so it goes past the rib area, so you lose like another inch. So, but the light up feature in this thing, look at that. That's just really cool. That is glowing. You can see that from motherfrickin' space. That looks really cool. This is the light up hands. Now here I took the hands off, kept the gauntlets on, the clear ones, and I added the blast effect ones that look like she dipped her hand in a cotton candy machine and got some cotton candy glowing going on there. Looks very cool. Blasting behind. Blasting forward, I guess is okay, but you can't put the arms too far. I feel like I'm really pushing that thing and it scares the crap out of me. Altogether, the figure is very cool. The hands going on off really, really easy. There's like little laid up ball joints at the end there, and they pretty much pop on very easy. You don't have to worry about heating anything. Do I recommend the figure? Yeah, definitely. It's very cool looking. I love the metallic look. If you're making an Endgame display, then this is definitely a must. But they're also going to make a new figure because, as we've seen in Shang-Chi, she's got the longer hair going on wearing this outfit. So this is a one-time deal going on here. Let me know your comments below on this figure. Until the next video.